You guys better win because you're not going to embarrass our school like that.
There's the pride on the line too. I mean, that is a big deal. You know, these guys want to represent their school, represent the community that you guys have built around Hearthstone within there. Love to see that being driven. And right off the bat, I mean, to me, this looks like it's going to be a Tempo Mage variant, more so focusing on that mid-range style though, with the Water Elementals, with the Azure Drakes. Take care of the early game, have some very strong plays in the mid game, get your gas going, and hope to build in these later turns. If you need Archmage Antonidas, if you need Ronin, maybe even Dr. Boom, some cards like that, they're there for you. But Paradox and UNC, they're going to open up with Druid here, and something that we see time and again is more ramp being put in these decks means you have more better openers.
Yeah, the class icons are wrong. So
more amounts of better openers, not more better, is what I... Sorry to...
I understood.
I understood. It sounded weird coming out.
Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, so pay no attention to the class icons here. The top side of the board is designated for the UTA guys and triple AKGF, so they are playing Mage, and Paradox and UNC are playing Druid.
And you can tell they took a lot of time deliberating with this opening hand, too. I mean, this was not an information mulligan. You know, a lot of times you'll see both players kind of hang on to their cards for a bit, not try to give anything away in the mulligans. But they were really taking into account their curve and how it worked this game. And you saw them take a long time. They ended up keeping the Shade and keeping the Piloted Shredder, which is something that's really interesting. I think they may have anticipated a turn like this happening, where maybe Mana Worm comes out, maybe the Darnassus Aspirant gets contested, and you're going to have some drops to play better on curve.
Yeah, and look, they actually decide to pass the turn. Instead of coining out the Dalaran Aspirant, they know that a lot of times the Mana Worm is followed up by something like a Frostbolt or a Flame Cannon, so throwing that out there and using the coin, making yourself vulnerable like that, going into turn 2, without the coin and without any ramp effect can be a big deal.
Yeah, that Wrath draw was really interesting because it kind of opened up their turn a little bit. You know, if they play the Aspirant and they run into Frostbolt or they run into Flame Cannon, they have the Wrath to kind of support that draw. And if it doesn't run into either one of those, suddenly you're looking at a very strong curve. So a turn like this shows up. They are a step behind, but they still have the coin. They have all their options available to them. And the Mana Worm hasn't been buffed up as a result of playing a minion. You know, that's something else to think about, too. The consequence of having that Darnassus Aspirant picked off by a Frostbolt or a Flame Cannon, the Mana Worm will continue to grow. That's just more damage. So to kind of see them balancing the patience versus a stronger curve, very interesting decisions they have in front of them. They're really the ones who are defensive deck this game.
Yeah, and look what UTA has picked up here. Flame Waker plus Arcane Missiles as their last 2 draws. Going into turn 4, with a Shade being placed on the board. That is the dream scenario
well,
if you're a Tempo Mage player.
I can tell you the one scenario that isn't the dream. It's when 4 of these missiles go to face. You still get a lot of damage out of it, but they have the Shade left over. So unless they get really unlucky, you're looking at some strong board position from UTA. Right off the bat, they get it. 3/3 Mana Worm and 2/4 Flame Waker. TJ, what on earth is UNC going to do to get out of this game?
A super clean kill, and you could tell they went for it right away. They didn't even have to deliberate. They knew as soon as they saw it last turn, you could see them all laughing, and they were like, okay, next turn plays itself.
They've done the math.
Who wants to turn on the mouse?
Yeah, they me. Wait, who's got the better luck here? Water Elemental fortifying this board position. Again, it's going to be tough for UNC to climb back in this one. Not only that, but look at UTA's hand back behind this. They've got Mad Scientist, they've got Frostbolt, and they've got Unstable Portal. What a great turn 6 for them.
Yeah, Water Elemental basically just turns the Druid hero power into a worse version of the Warrior hero power. So it's going to be pretty rough for UTA to... or sorry, UNC to try and deal with this, because 6 health is a lot to get through. If you're talking about
is that lethal? Matchup. 9 plus 2 from the Mana Worm, so that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That is 1 point of damage off lethal.
Wow. On turn 6 too. I mean, Tempo Mage can just do these things when they have a start like that, with Mana Worm into Sorcerer's Apprentice, into a couple of spells to help you control the board. That's just a tempo deck at its finest.
Yeah, so they're going to go with Unstable Portal, hold back some of this burn. Maybe don't want to give too many things away. And I can tell you what, 0 mana 4/3s while buffing up your Mana Worm, pretty much some of the best sequences of plays you can get. I think this one's pretty much lights out for UNC.
Yeah, maybe the next Unstable Portal will pull out like an Earthen Ring Farseer so we can heal that puppy back up.
And then we can get a Spellslinger, and we can Unstable Portal into a Northshire Cleric and start drawing cards.
And a Circle of Healing too, off of the Spellslinger. Yeah,
this is my Mage Priest deck.
Yeah.
And, it really relies on Unstable Portal to pull some weight here. Desperation from UNC. This is something that Druids can find themselves in these kinds of positions where they have to use Force Nature to clear. takes care of some of that longevity. And look at the no fear from UTA. They say, if you can deal with an Archmage Antonidas and the Water Elemental and the burn I have behind it, you go right ahead.
Just throwing out the Archmage Antonidas without his robe.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got
it's completely naked.
Well, it's still 5'7" when he is. I mean, it's a powerful beard he's got.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to remove. I mean, you look at he can't use his hero power, so even if he Force of Nature's innervates hero power, he's not gonna be able to kill it off. So the best he could hope for is like a Keeper of the Grove, and even then, he's at 7 health. He's still dead.
Yeah. See, everyone's been mocking me lately in my older age, getting the white hairs in my beard. I'm just one step closer to Archmage Antonidas for every single one of those I get. Look at this. They're going for super desperate Wrath of the Pilot Shredder and try to get a drop out of it. I don't know if there is a drop that would have affected it here, but really heads up play from UNC. They're going to the distance to try to make everything possible. But closed out, we got to tie series, boys.
Yeah, you could hope for a Doomsayer, but since it's your piloted Shredder, it wouldn't even activate until the following turn. So
it's dedicate. You got to respect the dedication.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, looking at all possible outs for that situation, but UTA is going to tie up the series 1-1.